21 million views in 48 hours or 10 million views in 24 hours. So this channel is doing pretty well for itself. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to increase your trust score. Now, if you've never heard of what a trust score is before, it's basically a term that you use to, determine your overall trust of your accounts for each individual platform to push out to an audience. If you don't know who I am, my name is Devin Sinath. I got over 1 billion views in 1 month. This month actually, and I kind of just teach people on YouTube for fun. I mean, I do a lot of other stuff. I do drop shipping. I have a software company. I do brand deal. I mean, I do all types of stuff. But anyways, let's talk about this specifically, how to increase your YouTube trust score. And then in the next coming days, we're going to talk about the Instagram and TikTok, because each platform is a little different. All right. So how to increase your YouTube trust score. The first thing you need to understand when you are increasing your YouTube trust score is defining what a trust score actually is. So a trust score is how a platform determines how much people are going to get pushed out to your audience. Now, content is important, all right? Don't get me wrong. Content is very important. The key aspect of you going viral is making quality content. But there's a couple things you need to do beforehand to make sure that your account is optimized correctly, right? So for example, there's a big misconception right now, and everyone talks about it, that you need to have an aged YouTube channel. And people say, oh, okay, your channel needs to be at least 3 months old. Your channel needs to be 3 years old if you're going to get, big views on YouTube. But this is a complete lie, because I've done it multiple times where I made a channel within 1 day. I uploaded within 3 days, and within 4 days of actually making the account and hitting 100,000 views a day. So I'm telling you right now that it is very possible. And this is possible by increasing your trust score. So you don't need an aged YouTube channel, but what you do need is an aged Gmail. And there's a big difference, and I'll show you how to kind of navigate your way through the YouTube Studio to find this part. So you need to make sure you have an aged Gmail, and I'll kind of show you what I mean by this. So if you have a Gmail that is old, or you've used it a lot, you've received a lot of emails, you've signed up for a lot of stuff, Google is going to see your account is trustworthy, right? So let's say you were logged in like another place around the world. Google's probably going to notify you saying that your account is probably being breached somewhere else. And this is important because it shows that Google sees that you are the owner. And that's also very important. Also, if you're signed up to a lot of emails and stuff like that, maybe you already have a YouTube channel, that counts as Google trusting you. Now, why is this important? Because you can make up to 50 different YouTube channels underneath one single Gmail. And I've gotten a lot of people in comments asking me like, oh, how do you have, over 35 different channels? Well, it's all underneath one single Gmail I have that's an aged Gmail. And when I make a new account, Google immediately increases the trust score of my, channel. So I'll show you how to do that right now. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go to our YouTube homepage. And what you're going to do is look on the top right, click on it, and then click on switch accounts. Now, if we scroll down to the very bottom, my editor is going to have to blur all this out. You're going to see a button that says view all channels right over here. If you click on view all channels, it's going to take you to another page where you're going to see maybe 1 or 2 channels. I have a lot because I've made a lot of channels and I own a lot of them. You can see this is how I have 35 different channels underneath one single Gmail. Now, if you see this button right here that says create a channel, if you click on this, you're going to be able to make a new channel over here. And this is underneath the same aged email. So I do this every single time. You can have up to 50 per Gmail. And I've done this over the course of like 40 different Gmails. I've made like over 1,000 different YouTube accounts. These ones are the ones I use on my main, because you can also transfer accounts. So if I had a successful account, I could transfer it over. That's not really that important. The important thing is using an aged Gmail account to make a new channel. Now, once we actually make a new channel, I can do it with you guys right now. Let's just call this test channel over here. And we'll just put the @ as, I didn't even spell channel correctly. This is why I didn't go to college, by the way. So if we click on create over here, it's going to just take a second. And then if I just click on it, you can see test channels right there. Boom, we're in a new YouTube channel. And that's how easy it is to make a new YouTube channel underneath the exact same age Gmail. And I've done this hundreds of times to make hundreds of, YouTube accounts. I've made thousands of YouTube accounts because I just, I've used my mom's phone number, my dad's phone number, my brother's phone number to make Gmails. And then I realized that I could just do it all underneath one Gmail. So this is one way to remember, we're talking about increasing our trust score. So make sure you guys are using an aged Gmail, right? And then you can do underneath one Gmail to make up to 50 YouTube accounts. So if you guys need to watch that again, just, watch it again because it's very crucial. I see a lot of people asking in the comments. So that's kind of how I do it. Now, the next thing is when you actually make the Gmail, I recommend at least watching videos for 1 day. And you don't have to watch in your niche. It really does not matter, but just watch something for a day. You click on autoplay and just let it play for a day and walk away from your computer, right? Because this shows that the account is actually at least getting used a little bit. Maybe comment on a couple of people's videos, and then that's all you're going to do for one day. Maybe a couple of videos, and that's it. Next thing you're going to do is when you go to your YouTube Studio, you're going to go and click on this setting right here. So I'll show you right now. Let's go to YouTube Studio. So when you make the new channel, you're going to be prompted over here to hit continue. And it's probably going to give you a little tutorial if you've never been in here before. But if you have, then you're going to click on settings over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to channel and you want to select country of residence. This is very important. All right. Make sure to click on United States because this is going to get you the widest range of audience and the highest RPMs, and they're going to trust you, of course. Make sure you're clicking on whatever your Gmail is located. If your Gmail is located in Morocco and you're trying to make a United States account, they may flag you. All right. So, that's United Kingdom. When you click on United States, then you can hit save, and that's pretty much it. You can also go to channel and then click on advanced settings and then, or feature eligibility. And you want to make sure you do this right here. This is important, all right? So verify your phone number before you upload a video or else they're not going to push out your videos. Maybe you'll get like 10 views and that's it. Verify your phone number. If you don't have a phone number to use, go get someone. You can only use 2 phone numbers per verification of a channel, which is why I've used my mom, my dad, my brothers, my phone, my second phone. I've used everything, right? And the second thing is when you go here, you need to access eligibility for features. So you need to make sure that you submit an ID or something to prove that you're a real person. Once you do those steps, your trust score is going to be set to an immediate 100. All right. So once you do everything I just told you, you're going to have an 100 out of 100 trust score. And basically everything you do from this point forward is going to decrease or keep your trust score at 100. So you mess up once, you lose 20 points in your trust score, and then YouTube's going to push your video out less because they don't trust you. Right? And there's lots of ways to decrease your trust score, so we're going to go over every single pothole you need to avoid now. So you have an 100 out of 100 trust score. What next? When you upload a video, do not re-upload someone's content or do not steal someone's TikTok and re-upload it. There is very, very intelligent AIs that's determining if your content is, copyrighted or not. And maybe you won't even say it. But I've tried so many times to just swoop videos from TikTok and put it on YouTube. It works for Instagram, Facebook, even works for TikTok. It does not work for YouTube. YouTube has a very advanced AI. If you're stealing videos from any other platform, it's not going to work because chances are someone's already done it. Someone is seen as the prime account for that. So if you steal someone's videos, it's just not going to work. I've actually had a problem with this myself where I was actually creating content on TikTok. It was going really viral. And then I tried re-uploading it on YouTube, but I was actually too late because someone tried stealing my own content that I was making on YouTube and my trust score was decreased. And then I got actually demonetized on one of those channels. I had to contact YouTube and then tell them, hey, this is proof that is my account. And I showed them videos in my house showcasing how it matches up with the videos that were being reposted on the other channel. And then I actually ended up getting my trust score increased. Now, they won't actually explicitly say, okay, we're going to increase your trust score by 20 points, but you can kind of just figure it out when you're doing this long enough. All right. So rule number 1, don't steal content. All right. Even if you are doing clipping and stuff like that, just start off by making it very highly edited. Do not steal anyone's edits. Trust me, it does not work. So stealing is a no-go. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, when you're making this channel, make sure to add a profile picture. They don't usually like the T. I've seen it work sometimes, just my personal experience. The channels where I didn't have a profile picture didn't seem to work as well. I think it boosts your trust score by a couple points. Just add something, add something. Anyways, now we have the no-go for stealing. What's the next step? Now we're going to focus on optimizing the video for swipe ratio and retention. And this is where the skill kind of plays in after we've gone over the basics. Your trust score decreases if you upload a bad video. And a video is ranked off of 2 main categories. Swipe ratio, we're going to put SW for swipe ratio. And then retention, we're going to put R for retention. So you have a formula. SW plus R equals a 10 out of 10 video. If you have a better swipe ratio, a better retention, then you're going to have a better video. And here, I'll give you an example for some analytics right now. If you go to this video over here, I got 15.8 million views. And I'm going to blur out the revenue because unfortunately, I'm not allowed to show it right now. But if I scroll down over here, you're going to see the retention of this video is 78.5%, which may not seem like a lot, right? Because we should be aiming for 100% retention always. But you can see the average view duration was 31 seconds of this video. And if we actually look at this graph, it is pretty straight all the way through, other than a little dip at the end. And actually, if I was redoing this video, I'd actually take out this last 2 seconds just to fix it, right? Now, if we go over here, here's the important part. The swipe ratio is 78.5%. That is insane. That means 78 out of 100 people who see this video end up staying. Now, most of you guys probably have around a 40 to 70% swipe ratio. And I'm telling you, the difference between 70 and 75%, the 5% difference, is going to increase your views from 30,000 view jail to a million view jail, like easily. I'm telling you, swipe ratio is so important. Do not sleep on it. Swipe ratio is determined by the first 3 seconds of your video. If your first 3 seconds keep them there and then they actually watch the whole video through, I mean, your swipe ratio will increase and YouTube will push it out to more people. Now imagine this. If you had a 100% swipe ratio, that means everyone who saw your channel would actually end up watching the video all the way through, and YouTube would keep pushing it out. You could theoretically get billions and billions of views. I've heard theoretically, Mr. Beast probably has around a 95% swipe ratio, 90% swipe ratio. So it's pretty crazy what his swipe ratio is, you know? So these are different ways to increase your swipe ratio. And remember, we're doing this because SW plus R equals a 10 out of 10 video. And 10 out of 10 in the sense of it's a 10 out of 10 good video, then a 10 out of 10 ranked as the worst video. All right. Or we can just say 100 of 100, I guess, for 100 out of 100 trust score. All right. So remember, SW equals swipe ratio, R equals retention. Increase your retention and swipe ratio to get more views. Now, if you want to know how to increase your swipe ratio and retention, I'm going to go over that in another video in detail. This is more of increasing your trust score and understanding the breakdown of all the formulas to increase it. All right. Now, let's say you uploaded your first video and you got a pretty decent swipes ratio. You maybe got 70%. Maybe your retention was like, 70%. That's okay for a first channel. Now, what you're going to do now is you're going to upload a video every single day for the next 7 days. And what you're going to notice is it's going to increase every single day if you're making good content. You can't just upload one video and expect good results. YouTube also values consistency. If you upload more videos in the span of a week, then YouTube's going to trust you that you are consistent, increase your trust score, and push it out to more people because they know you're reliable. Because what do they want? They want people to stay on their platform as long as possible. So if you're consistently outputting good content, they're going to trust you to keep people on their platform as long as possible. The trust score is basically a hidden agreement that's saying, hey, I trust you to keep people on my platform. I'm YouTube, so I trust you. Here you go. That's basically what you're going to be doing. So over the next 7 days, or, you really don't want to stop uploading, over the course of like 30 days, you want to just keep uploading videos, right? So day after day after day after day, you want to keep uploading videos. And I'm going to give you a good example right now. So this channel, it doesn't have a lot of views, only 400,000. And this actually happened a couple months ago, but this was one of the test channels I was running. And if you look down here, you can see the consistent uploads, right? So the first video I uploaded, I got 2,000 views. Then I got 4,000. Then I got 32,000, 40,000, 32,000, and it just kept going up, right? And you can see the day that I uploaded, you're going to notice kind of trend lines like this, where you're going to, it's going to go up, rebalance, up, and it'll just keep doing that. And I've seen this for so many channels where you'll hit a views, it'll drop down a little bit, and people will give up here. At this part right here, they'll give up after, the first couple of videos, like, oh, I guess my channel is dying. No, if you keep uploading, it's just going to continue to go up more and more and more. So use these to your advantage, increase your trust score. That's pretty much it for this video. Guys, if you have any questions, please join my Discord. My name is Devin Senath. If you have any questions, maybe you could DM me on Instagram too. I've got an Instagram. If you learn anything from this, just drop a sub for me. Anyways, this is how to increase your trust score. I'm going to leave this notes inside the video. Have a good rest of your day. Love you guys.